Again? Why does this keep happening? You don't think I was really... I know what that... How'd you get here so fast? When did you grow a beard?
I didn't grow a beard. This is Wisconsin in the winter. When you get off the plane, they just give you one.
Greetings and welcome to Famicom Dojo. I'm SeanOrange.
And I'm Vinnk.
Could you back off a little? You're confusing the chirons.
Oh, sorry, chirons.
Keeping your games clean can really be a pain. Dust and grime can build up over time on the contacts, which means that your games will stop working correctly in a number of different ways. Sprites can appear garbled, or lines will appear on the screen. On the NES, a poor connection can cause the game to blank. We'll talk more about that later.
But this only really happens with the toaster NES and not the top-loading model.
True, but it can have this problem in common with the Famicom. A blank single-color screen. Usually gray, but it can be other colors too. So, what can you do about this?
No!
Really?
Sorry, it's just a reflex at this point.
Here's what you'll need. There are a number of ways to keep the contacts in your cartridges clean.
Not by blowing on it.
Right. The least damaging way is to use a dry cotton swab. Just wipe it on both sides of the contacts. Or just one side if you're using a Game Boy Advance game or something. I don't like this method very much because even though one of my favorite game stores does this for me for free, it never works right. Once I get home, I always have to clean it again using my preferred method. Hey Vinnk, can you hand me the alcohol? I think it's, maybe behind...
It's right here.
No, the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, if you want.
No, the rubbing alcohol.
Oh, sorry.
You can use isopropyl alcohol to...
It's not over here.
What do you mean it's not over there?
I don't see it. Okay, so as I was saying before, you never want to blow in your cartridge. Blowing on the cartridge only covers the contacts in particles of saliva. Moisture will cause the contacts to corrode, making the connection to the console even worse. But we'll get to that later.
Oh, man. I found this way over there. That's just so weird.
Oh, hey, what's this?
Oh, that's the Season 1 set. It's seen better days.
Can we film here? I've always wanted to do an episode here.
Well, we haven't filmed it since we went widescreen because, okay. Okay, if you want to give your cartridge cleaning a little more kick, you can dip your cotton swabs in this. Isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol.
How very apropos.
Yeah, I suppose. So it's important that you don't just buy the first kind that you see. You have to make sure that the concentration is high enough. A 91% solution is about the best you can do, which you can find at drugstores or big chains like Walgreens or CVS in the pharmacy department.
Or you can use Everclear.
For cartridges?
Cartridges?
70% is more common, but with 30% water content, you run a higher risk of actually damaging your contacts. That's because water...
We already talked about that.
Oh, and the corrosion and...
Yeah, that.
Okay. Well, this is why I take the risk. This is how much you can remove with rubbing alcohol.
Oh, gross. Why would you show people that?
Just to demonstrate the...
Wait a minute. Is this just a giant Walgreens advertisement that we're doing right now?
No, they don't do any kind of sponsorship.
How about I just blow my nose and we'll show it to everybody? How about that?
I don't think...
Wait a minute. Look at this. Caution. Do not clean with benzene, thinner, alcohol, or other such solvents. This is some such solvent.
Okay, fair enough. But you remember those cleaning kits they had Nintendo sold in the 1980s, right?
Yeah, I think I had one. They looked like a little cartridge.
Yeah, so did I. So,
Yeah.
they used some kind of clean solution in them, didn't they?
Well, yeah, but why couldn't you add your own?
I think it was just two things. First part was they wanted to make sure that you didn't use something with too much water to corrode your pins. And the second was they were trying to corner the cleaning market.
Well, I suppose, because the one I had, at least, was an official Nintendo one. So, yeah, you put this cartridge in your system and moved it in and out a few times, and the solvent cleaned the internal pins.
True, which brings me to my next point. So, sure, cartridges and consoles can get dirty, but the bigger problem here is actually the zero-force insertion slot for the good old Toaster NES.
Toaster? What is this, Battlestar Galactica? Oh, 俺たちはサダンだろう. I'm pretty sure that's racist.
Did you hear something?
The pins are supposed to be springy, but over time don't flex back into place. So even if your games are perfectly clean, whether you blow on them or not, the real problem may be that your games can't communicate with the 10NES chip, causing the dreaded red flashing light.
But isn't there a way to replace the pins on an aging NES, or to clean them so that they work like new?
Sure, but that's another story entirely.
What you talking about, Sean?
Well, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you for tuning in to the Famicom Dojo. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Subscribe to our Famicom Dojo YouTube channel to train your game. Or listen to our free weekly podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or anywhere else that RSS feeds are downloaded. So, hey, since you're here, do you want to do something?
Sure, I haven't been to America for so long. What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Do you want to play some video games?
Okay.
Famicom Dojo 次回
Alright, this is pretty fun. I usually just play with myself.
You mean you usually play by yourself?
No.
Come on. Yes! Suck it. Woo! Come on, man. Lay off. I'm 19. Yeah, right.
That's so weird. They took out tripping altogether in this game. I mean, I never really used it. I didn't really like it in Brawl, but you miss it when it's gone. There's like a whole bunch of you in your house!
Famicom Dojo.
Hey Vinnk, I'm out of cotton swabs. Could you grab some more?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Where were they? Here you are.
Thanks.
Got a lot of street passes.